All praise, adorations, thanks and glorifications are due to Allah, the Exalted and the Most High, who created us and guided us, fed us, and also give us what to drink to quench our thirst. Subhanahu wa ta'ala inflicted us through tests with some ailments, and at later time Allah restores our own health. Subhanahu wa ta'ala tests us with trying times and moments, and at the same time, after a moment, Allah brings succor and relief, tabaraka wa ta'ala. And from all calamities and tribulations, Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala always provides safety for us, guidance and protection. And from all bounties and grace, Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala pours on us all these bounties. Therefore, our utmost thanks, adorations and glorifications are due to Him in this world and the hereafter. We thank Him, tabaraka wa ta'ala, the thanksgiving of those who are humble in utmost humility and in confession of their shortcomings. I bear witness and testify that nothing deserves true worship except Allah, the Most Exalted, the testimony of His servant, the son of His servant, and the son of His servant made, tabaraka wa ta'ala, His slave as the mother. Who says in the glorious Quran, whoever is in the heavens and the earth will come to Him in the final analysis on the last day as a servant to Him, tabaraka wa ta'ala, as a slave to Him, tabaraka wa ta'ala. Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala has full knowledge of all, and the counting and enumeration of all, and each will come to Him as individual to stand before Him for reckoning. May Allah make our reckoning be easy, tabaraka wa ta'ala. I bear witness and testify that the most distinguished of all creations of Allah, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is a servant and messenger, the warner against misbehavior, and a glad tidings giver to those who submit to Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, the loving for Muslims, the compassionate to Muslims. Allah says in the glorious Quran, indeed a messenger from you has come to you who is troubled with any situation of difficulty you find yourselves, and is so keen that all things that are good are for you, and He is so compassionate and merciful, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May Allah continue to shower upon him His peace, blessings and benediction, His distinguished family, His respected companions, and all those who in righteousness emulate them. May Allah make us be among them. Brothers and sisters in Islam, the theme of our sermon today centers on the prestige of a Muslim and his power. The prestige of a Muslim and his power, his honor, his self-respect, his position before Allah Ta'ala. Brothers and sisters in Islam, fear Allah, whose names and attributes are so highly elevated in honor, magnitude and respect, for He is the creator, the nourisher and the sustainer of the world, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Be in constant thanksgiving to Him, tabaraka wa ta'ala, by glorifying Him, remembering Him and celebrating His own praise in the morning and in the evening, and love Him the Most High with the utmost level of love to Allah Ta'ala. For Allah says, those who believe in Allah have utmost love for Allah. To love Allah Ta'ala, you have to have this moral feeling inside you for the love of Allah more than yourself, more than your father, your mother, more than whatever you have. Today, if you feel to read a message from the social media, from the WhatsApp, from the Twitter, from Facebook, is better than to read the Quran, then you have a problem. You have to equate. Because somebody can go and read a trash, and that trash can take about 10 pages of the glorious Quran. He will be hating, but he doesn't have time to go through the glorious Quran. This is a problem. وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. Those who believe in Allah have utmost love for Allah Ta'ala. Love for His book. Love for Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Love for the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Love for the servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is indeed very, very important. Brothers and sisters in Islam, indeed, a true, dutiful or a truthful and dutiful Muslim suffers not psychological complex of low esteem. A dutiful, a truthful, dutiful Muslim suffers not any psychological complex of low esteem, feeling of being debased and so on and so forth. At all, he doesn't. If at all, he is a true Muslim. Because his Lord Allah Ta'ala has honored him, has conferred him with divine prestige, honor and respect. And Allah Ta'ala has granted him this honor by having to make him be in the Ummah, which is an emblem of all goodness, and the middle course Ummah, so respected, so dutiful, as Allah says, Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, you are the best nation, you are the best nation raised among mankind. Why? Because of three very important qualities. One, you enjoy what is good. Whether we do it now, the answer should be circulating within us whether we do it. Enjoying what is good and forbidding what is wrong. And the utmost one, which is the topmost, believe in Allah Ta'ala, in His beautiful names, attributes, and His acts, Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. For Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says this, and He said, so do we make you among the best or the chosen middle course ummah. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, and all honor belongs to Allah, to His Prophet, and by extension to the mu'minun who testify La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. In a very beautiful hadith of the Prophet of Islam sallallahu alaihi wasallam, sound and program, transmitted by Ibn Majah, and it is a sound hadith as confirmed in the book of Kitab al-Targhib wa-Tarhib li-Hafiz Abdul Azim. Abdullah ibn Umar, the son of Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with them all, said, I saw the Prophet of Islam, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, circumambulating the Kaaba, going around the Kaaba in Tawaf. And I heard him saying, what a beatitude of sacrosanctity, what a sanctity, what a beauty, what a beatitude, sanctity in your own area, within your own area or the Kaaba. What a beatitude of a sanctity within you, the Kaaba. The fragrance of Iman. You feel the aroma. What a beautiful aroma, sanctity and beatitude within the Kaaba. How beautiful is this? And how great is the one who made this unto you? And how honored and sacrosanct you are as Kaaba. Your honor. What an honor. And how beautiful is this honor, and how great is the bestower of this honor upon you. But I swear, in the name of whom, in whose hands my son is, who is it? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The honor, the integrity and prestige of a Muslim is greater than you before Allah. Is greater. The prestige, the honor and sanctity of a mu'min is greater than you, Kaaba, that his honor should not be touched by anybody, and his integrity should not be encroached, and that nobody should come closer to shedding his blood, not to even scare him, not to even allow any injurious implement be seen around. According to hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whoever removes a thorn or a broken bottle from the pathway of people, Allah grants him Jannah ta'ala. Therefore, if Allah honors anybody with this moral act, then how about cursing a Muslim? How about slapping him? Let alone to plot against shedding his blood and killing him. That is why Allah says, وَمَنْ قَتَلَ مُؤْمِنًا مُتَعَمِّدًا فِيهِ. Whoever kills a mu'min wittingly, intentionally, he has no any recompense than to go straight to hellfire. May Allah tabarak wa ta'ala save us and save our life. And that his property should also not be touched, and that we should have high consideration of a mu'min. Brothers and sisters, in Islam, the nagging question that is either situational or through the tongue is, if this is the case, why do we suffer these psychological complexes of low esteem, debasement, poverty, ignorance, disdain, contempt from all nooks and crannies of the society? Then the answer could be better given when we go back to the Quran, in Surah chapter 3, Surah Al Imran, when Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala answered Muslims during the Battle of Uhud, who just plunged into squabbles, trivialities, while facing the enemy, and unfortunately they were defeated after Allah had conferred, Allah had given them victory in the Battle of Badr. And they are saying, how can we in the Battle of Badr win, even when we are not as strong as we are today? Why are we failing? Allah Ta'ala says, it's because of your own misbehavior. As Muslims today, are we dutiful? Are we truthful? Do we respect our families? Do we teach our children? Do we offer them the deserved education? Do we? Number doesn't mean anything if you don't utilize it positively for the benefit of the ummah, for the benefit of the deen. Until when it comes to whatever we do, we become top on the list. Whatever. Because how can we be proud when we are 10.5 million wandering the streets, doing nothing but begging? And this number, if properly utilized would have been for the strength of the Ummah, for the betterment of the Ummah. Therefore, it is important that we have to really educate our children, respect our families, clean our own environments, love one another, and be dutiful to one another. So will Allah help us. Elsewhere, Allah says, no calamity befalls you except through what your hands have earned you. We better really understand time is getting late, and I think we must really get our proper place in the society by doing things the right way. For us to be educated, our children to be educated, to partake in whatever useful venture that will be beneficial to the society and community. If you ask for solution from this psychological complex of low esteem, of debasement, disdain and contempt on the Ummah, is for us to change our negative ways. We must change our negative ways to positive ways. And no two ways about this. Allah will not bend His rule because of us. It is us who are supposed to bend for Allah, who are supposed to. Allah will not change the deen. Allah will not change the Quran. It is us who are supposed to accept the change in the glorious Quran and do things the right way. May Allah continue to be with us. May He continue to guide us. We ask Allah Ta'ala to relieve us of the trying times we are passing through. Ya Allah, we pray to you on this conflict to grant eternal bliss to our brother General Khalid. Allah grant him Jannah. Allah grant him Jannah. Allah will ask you to comfort his own families, and you see what we are passing through in this country. May Allah bring ease. You might have heard today that a military training camp was uncovered in Taraba State again, brought in by the government. So this is it. Today is in the news. Today is in the news. So you look at Duradu ponds. That is the only pond. If other ponds were checked, what would you have seen? Yes. We have called for that, but I don't know, the military is not there. But we did call that not only that pond, other ponds around also. Wallahi, you will see very horrible things. So we urge the government to take stringent measures. It doesn't matter whose ox is God. Whoever he is, they should be brought to face the wrath of the law. If they are arrested, they should be prosecuted and they should be properly punished. Because no life is greater than the life of another person. Life has become so cheap. Any slightest problem, all over, we can go right and the southern part of Kaduna, they will just come to the main road and have to beg every Muslim who doesn't even know anything. From northwest you cannot travel to Abuja. From northeast you cannot travel to Abuja. If you go, they slaughter you. So this is. So if we behave very properly, we educate. It's our own fault. We fail to educate ourselves. We fail to really be proper Muslims and do things the way we are supposed to do it. May Allah Ta'ala continue to guide us. May He continue to be with us. May He Ta'ala relieve us of this trying moment. May Allah restore us back peace and security in our own country. May Allah Ta'ala guide us right. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. All praise, adorations, thanks and glorifications are due to Allah, the Exalted and the Most High, who created us and guided us, fed us, and also give us what to drink to quench our thirst. Subhanahu wa ta'ala inflicted us through tests with some ailments, and at later time Allah restores our own health. Subhanahu wa ta'ala tests us with trying times and moments, and at the same time after a moment, Allah brings succor and relief, tabaraka wa ta'ala. And from all calamities and tribulations, Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala always provides safety for us, guidance and protection. And from all bounties and grace, Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala pours on us all these bounties. Therefore, our utmost thanks, adorations and glorifications are due to Him in this world and the hereafter. We thank Him, tabaraka wa ta'ala, the thanksgiving of those who are humble in utmost humility and in confession of their shortcomings. I bear witness and testify that nothing deserves true worship except Allah, the most exalted, the testimony of His servant, the son of His servant, and the son of His servant made, tabaraka wa ta'ala, His slave as the mother. Who says in the glorious Quran, whoever is in the heavens and the earth will come to Him in the final analysis on the last day as a servant to Him, tabaraka wa ta'ala, as a slave to Him, tabaraka wa ta'ala. Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala has full knowledge of all, and the counting and enumeration of all, and each will come to Him as individual to stand before Him for reckoning. May Allah make our reckoning be easy, tabaraka wa ta'ala. I bear witness and testify that the most distinguished of all creations of Allah, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is a servant and messenger, the warner against misbehavior, and a glad tidings giver to those who submit to Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, the loving for Muslims, the compassionate to Muslims. Allah says in the glorious Quran, indeed a messenger from you has come to you who is troubled with any situation of difficulty you find yourselves, and is so keen that all things that are good are for you, and He is so compassionate and merciful, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May Allah continue to shower upon him His peace, blessings and benediction, His distinguished family, His respected companions, and all those who in righteousness emulate them. May Allah make us be among them. Brothers and sisters in Islam, the theme of our sermon today centers on the prestige of a Muslim and his power. The prestige of a Muslim and his power, his honor, his self-respect, his position before Allah Ta'ala. Brothers and sisters in Islam, fear Allah, whose names and attributes are so highly elevated in honor, magnitude and respect, for He is the creator, the nourisher and the sustainer of the world, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Be in constant thanksgiving to Him, tabaraka wa ta'ala, by glorifying Him, remembering Him and celebrating His own praise in the morning and in the evening, and love Him the Most High with the utmost level of love to Allah wa ta'ala. For Allah says, those who believe in Allah have utmost love for Allah. To love Allah wa ta'ala, you have to have this moral feeling inside you for the love of Allah more than yourself, more than your father, your mother, more than whatever you have. Today, if you feel to read a message from the social media, from the WhatsApp, from the Twitter, from Facebook, is better than to read the Quran, then you have a problem. You have to equate. Because somebody can go and read a trash that trash can take about 10 pages of the glorious Quran. He will be hissing, but he doesn't have time to go through the glorious Quran. This is a problem. وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. Those who believe in Allah have utmost love for Allah Ta'ala. Love for His book. Love for Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Love for the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Love for the servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is indeed very, very important. Brothers and sisters in Islam, indeed, a true, dutiful or a truthful and dutiful Muslim suffers not psychological complex of low esteem. A dutiful, a truthful, dutiful Muslim suffers not any psychological complex of low esteem, feeling of being debased and so on and so forth. At all, he doesn't. If at all, he is a true Muslim. Because his Lord Allah Ta'ala has honored him, has conferred him with divine prestige, honor and respect. And Allah Ta'ala has granted him this honor by having to make him be in the Ummah, which is an emblem of all goodness, and the middle course Ummah, so respected, so dutiful, as Allah says, Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, you are the best nation, and you are the best nation raised among mankind. Why? Because of three very important qualities. One, you are enjoying what is good. Whether we do it now, the answer should be circulating within us whether we do it. Enjoying what is good and forbidding what is wrong. And the utmost one, which is the topmost, believe in Allah Ta'ala, in His beautiful names, attributes, and His acts, Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. For Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says this, and He said, so do we make you among the best or the chosen middle course ummah. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, and all honor belongs to Allah, to His Prophet, and by extension to the mu'minun who testify La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. In a very beautiful hadith of the Prophet of Islam sallallahu alaihi wasallam, sound and proven, transmitted by Ibn Majah, and it is a sound hadith as confirmed in the book of Kitab al-Targhib wa Tarhib li Hafiz Abdul Azim. Abdullah ibn Umar, the son of Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with them all, said, I saw the Prophet of Islam, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, circumambulating the Kaaba, going around the Kaaba in Tawaf. And I heard him saying, what a beatitude of sacrosanctity, what a sanctity, what a beauty, what a beatitude, sanctity in your own area, within your own area or the Kaaba. What a beatitude of a sanctity within you, the Kaaba. The fragrance of Iman. You feel the aroma. What a beautiful aroma, sanctity and beatitude within the Kaaba. How beautiful is this? And how great is the one who made this unto you? And how honored and sacrosanct you are as Kaaba. So your honor. What an honor, and how beautiful is honor, and how great is the bestower of this honor upon you. But I swear, in the name of whom, in whose hands my son is, who is it? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The honor, the integrity and prestige of a Muslim is greater than you before Allah. Is greater. The prestige, the honor and sanctity of a mu'min is greater than you, Kaaba, that his honor should not be touched by anybody and his integrity should not be encroached, and that nobody should come closer to shedding his blood, not to even scare him, not to even allow any injurious implement be seen around. According to hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whoever removes a thorn or a broken bottle from the pathway of people, Allah grants him Jannah ta'ala. Therefore, if Allah honors anybody with this moral act, then how about cursing a Muslim? How about slapping him? Let alone to plot against shedding his blood and killing him. That is why Allah says, وَمَنْ قَتَلَ مُؤْمِنًا مُتَعَمِّدًا